Okay, you guys, hello and welcome to my channel. This is Sarah Dances, and on Instagram I have put a link that is a link that you could ask anonymous questions. It's called NGL app, and I've had my followers ask me a couple of anonymous questions, and we're gonna answer them together as we get to this makeup look. I have a show tonight, so I just finished the makeup and I'm ready to go dance. So while I go dance, you guys watch the video of me answering all your anonymous questions right here. Don't forget to like and please subscribe to my channel. We're trying to reach about 2,000 subscribers, so help me make that goal possible until the end of the year, which is in 3 months. So that's one of the goals that I have. I need about 120 subscribers, so please, if you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and yeah, let's get started. Let's answer some of your very interesting anonymous questions. Here we go. The first question, which is very relevant to what I want to talk about right now, is what is the cause of your acne, genetics or gut health issues? So first of all, my mom has always had acne, so I feel like it's definitely genetic. I haven't been eating eggs, you guys. I've only been eating like the egg white, and I know it looks like there, obviously I still have acne and scars. I know it looks like it's a lot, but the only active acne I have right now is this one, and I am so happy. Like, I cut eggs, and I think I try to kind of like manage stress a little bit more, even though I'm always like stressed. And I think it's probably rooted to maybe like high cholesterol, because I also have high cholesterol genetically. I know, surprise, surprise. Anytime I say this to people, they're like, what, you? Like, you work out all the time? Yeah, I know. So genetically I have high cholesterol, so I haven't been eating eggs, and I just went to a new dermatologist as well. Of course, they didn't do much, but they did give me this new like medication, which I'll talk about in the next videos of what I use for my acne. So I think what I'm having here is like more hormonal, and then up here is probably like maybe gut. So to answer your question, I don't know. I'm a dermatologist specializing in acne, using the same concealer wand on acne, then a sponge defeats the purpose. Sincerely, dermatologist MD. They were saying every time you do it like this, it defeats the whole purpose of having a sponge. So here you have it. Is this better? Let me know in the comments, whoever you are, and I would like to know who you are, so I can maybe get some advice, like more advice from you, because I always want to learn more, and I don't get offended when people give me advice. Surprise, surprise. Here we go. So that was the next comment or concern, I guess. Okay, now that we're done with all the acne questions, by the way, one of my goals is to get rid of these acne by the end of the year. Wish me luck, and I believe I can do it. Let's move on to something a little bit more personal. What did your last relationship teach you, and are you glad for the lessons? Oh my god, you guys, every relationship I've had has taught me so much about myself, and it has absolutely shaped me to be the person that I am today, and absolutely be ready for the one. And I'm so glad for all the experiences that I had. I do want to say that after this question and after this video, I am no longer answering anything about exes, because I have moved on, and I think you guys should too. But just in general, to talk about, you know, my experience and what I have learned, I will tell you, so you can also learn as well. I think my last relationship taught me that you cannot change a person if they're not ready, and you absolutely have to find the person that you believe is the best for you. So I'll repeat that again. You cannot change a person, and if you don't like something in somebody, especially career, especially like main things that makes them themselves, you can't change it. I don't want to sound mean, but you've been in multiple long-term relationships. Why is that none of them have worked out for you? What's the common denominator? The common denominator is men. A girl, what part of it do you not understand? Men. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want, again, I never want to be a hater towards any gender. So I think the common denominator here was that I gave chances to men that I thought it would work out, and I gave chances to men that I almost like questioned before I wanted to date, and I knew deep inside me like something wasn't it, but I was too nice to say let's not continue this, or I don't want to date you. So that's the common denominator. If you don't like a guy, tell him and move on. Why are all your events ladies only? Hiking, costume parties, etc. Do you hate men or something? I feel like the person who has asked this question is a very young person, because you all don't understand that women act differently when there's men around, and it's very true. Like, you either get more flirty, or your mind usually like kind of goes into like people who are out there, you know, the guys that are out there. You can't like make jokes and just be your wild self. I think now that has changed, but in the older generation I see that a lot more. Whenever there is like their husbands around, or like their boyfriends, like, girls act a little bit differently. We're able to be more wild when we don't have men around, because we are not consciously worried of like, oh, is my skirt too short? Is my, I don't know, am I dancing too weirdly? Like, whenever it's all women, it's a lot more fun. Sorry guys, but it truly is. The same way that men need their time to have like guys day, or whatever you want to call it, or guys night. Same way, I think like women also need that. Sometimes you just need an environment to just be yourself, de-stress. Hikes are actually open to men and women. I think I want you to put yourself in my shoes. If you're a girl hosting a hike where you're taking people to the mountain, which it has its own responsibilities as well, a random guy messages you and says he wants to come on the hike. I want you to take a second and think about that. Somebody that you don't know maybe messages you and says, oh, can I join the hikes as well? I want you to tell me in the comments, as a woman, how would you feel? And I actually started having guys after I started dating, and when, you know, my ex or my boyfriend would come to the hikes, I would also like be like, okay, guys are also included, because you just kind of need that safety a little bit more, especially when you're going somewhere that there's no service. And of course you can have walkie-talkies, but it's a little bit of a different situation. I want to work on empowering women. My mission is to help women who need a better posture, who need more confidence, who need to work on themselves without worrying about their kids and their husbands. And my mission is to create a place where they can come in, de-stress, and then go home and be their best version for their family. So it's not necessarily being against men. My main mission is to help women be absolutely their best selves and be the best for their families and for their kids. I don't know if it's a trend or what. Personally, don't like the bulky, I guess they're saying I personally, as in they personally don't like the bulky look on girls when they are heavy lifting. Do you consider to ever switch over to Pilates and slim look? So let me explain this as clearly as I can. I don't like the bulky look on myself, and that is not my goal, but my goal is to lean and to cut and always look sharp and on point with whatever body that I got. And that's my goal. That's what I favor the most. Now, I do have friends who go to the gym and they do want to gain muscle, but it's not the same way as it is for men. So always remember that. I don't consider switching to Pilates only because as women, as we grow older, we lose muscle, and what we need is to do weight training. You have to be working on those weights. You have to be getting those dumbbells in your hand as you get older and older, because we lose muscle mass, and when you lose muscle mass, then you have body that cannot support its bones, so then you get back pain, knee pain, just a lot of other pains like shoulder pain. A lot of women deal with frozen shoulder nowadays, and I think if you can train and lift some weights that are a little bit heavier than 10 pounds, 15 pounds, depending on your body, of course, I think it's the best thing that you can do for yourself. I think as women, we do need to lift weights, and that's what keeps our muscles like healthy. And I think Pilates is a great way to tackle the weak spots in the body, but then to become stronger and gain muscles and really keep your body healthy, you have to be going to the gym and lifting some weights. So that's where I stand. I'm not Pilates and workout. It's not a which one, it's both together, because I've been able to get stronger glutes and work on like the areas that like you don't want to work on, that is like such a like it's a lot of pain. So I've been able to do that with Pilates, but you do need to lift weights to keep those muscles healthy and in shape. So that's my answer. That's all I got for you for this video. Thank you for asking me all these anonymous questions. It's been very interesting. Every time I click on a box that is on the NGL app, I'm very surprised of what I get. And I think after this point on, after this video, my dating life and my just experiences are going to be a little bit more private in terms of dating and boyfriend and things like that. I'm going to try to protect my future person as much as I can, and go from there. I've learned a lot with you guys. I've learned a lot these past couple years, and I'm all about sharing it with you. But I think it's time to move on, and I think it's time to go do this hair and go from there. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you all are having a wonderful week and life, and whenever you're watching this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and wait for a lot more videos coming up very soon. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye!